Are you sad, depressed, tired of feeling like a failure as a human being? You've tried religion. You've tried therapy. You've even tried drugs, but nothing works. You could just give up on life, or you could try lying to yourself. See, when you're lying to yourself, every good thing that happens to you happens because you're special. The sun doesn't just shine. It blazes in the heavens for the sole privilege of warming your skin and lightening your eyes. If you find a quarter on the ground, this is not a sign that someone nearby has been careless with change. It is a sign that the earth is giving up her bounty for her rightful master. Lying to yourself also comes in handy when things go wrong. If you can't find a job, it isn't because you have no social skills and smell like Dr. Frankenstein's lab assistant. It is because, like Christ, you must spend your 40 days in the desert. God has a special plan for you, not because you are special, but because you have discovered the awesome power of lying to yourself. It works like this. Shelps, or self-honest persons, they have to go around feeling like jerks all the time when they screw up or break things, but when you're lying to yourself, nothing's your fault. Suppose you get fired because you showed up late and drunk and threw up in the mop closet. What then? For a shelp, there's really only one way to look at that situation. But when you're lying to yourself, the possibilities are endless. You can literally blame anybody. The moon, your neighbor's dog, your third-grade math teacher, the economy, the media, the Manhattan Project, the Alan Parsons Project, Hitler's ghost. You can blame your predetermined, uncontrollable quirks of your own particular genetic code for an entire life of failure and shame. But when you're lying to yourself, it's never really your fault. That's not all. Lying to yourself can also transform staggering feats of massive incompetence into random acts of God. Some disasters are just so obviously your fault that it's not conceivable to blame someone else for them. To blame someone implies causality. And as soon as you start thinking like that, you find yourself unable to believe even your own lies. What do you do then? You just roll over and take responsibility for your actions like some loserish, uncool, mistake-making shelp? No. If you can't conceivably blame anyone else for something you've done, it has no cause. None that can be seen by the light of reason. Faith is necessary. Suppose you crash your car into a telephone pole. Maybe you were speeding. Maybe you were snorting cocaine off the passenger seat. Maybe you were even kind of kicking the steering wheel when you bent over. You're not an irresponsible person. God called your car. It was your car's time. You, ironically, were the vehicle for your car's ascension, thus repaying it for all the fine work it did carrying you from place to place on a horizontal plane. See, because you don't crash cars. You might drive cars into automobile heaven, but you don't crash cars. Shelps crash cars. As you can see, lying to yourself is about more than just avoiding responsibility for your actions. It's about creating a whole new reality to inhabit. Can honesty perform such a feat? Maybe. Maybe if you were really smart and worked really hard and really had a lot of willpower, I guess you could probably do that with honesty, but I don't know, that would be really hard and you'd have to be really smart and everything. So, I'd say stick with denial and credulity. Denial and credulity are the twin albatross-like wings upon which you will soar to the heavens to take your rightful place among the stars. Yes. Yes. So when you go home tonight and you look in the mirror, don't see your reflection. See Atlas himself struggling with the weight of the ungrateful, sniveling world across his mighty shoulders. Today, give yourself a little gift from you and lie to yourself.